As an extroverted person early in my career, I overvalued, maybe even favored the students that were very outgoing and fed my notion that class was going well, and overlooked some of the quieter ones who may have been just as engaged but in different ways. Think about silent reading. Any human could be engaged in it in a very passive, unengaged way, but they could also be sitting there silently, incredibly engaged in the reading, having a dialogue with the author in their head, pausing, rereading, looking over things. It's happening in silence. It's sometimes hard to tell. That analogy helps me understand how introverted students might be engaged in a class discussion, for instance. They could really be dialoguing with the ideas in their head, processing them deeply, even if they're not speaking up. Now, as teachers, we like to see that somehow in a way that's visible to us, but not all engagement is immediately visible. We need to allow different sorts of opportunities for students to show that they are engaged. White snow, yellow snow is a discussion strategy that allows students to communicate to the teacher when they are building on another student's idea and when they are expressing a fresh new idea. White snow is fresh, no one's been there before, and when we see yellow snow, we know someone's been there before. So each student is given a white and a yellow card on their desk. And when they would like to participate and build on something they just heard, they can raise the yellow card. That tells me they want to keep going to that place that's already been brought up. When they raise a white card, it means I have a new direction I'd like to take things. But for an introverted student, it helps them to feel confident that what they have to say connects to the stream of conversation. They're already thinking about it, and they've silently communicated that to the teacher by holding up the card. I think it gives them the ability to think of the conversation as a crystallizing structure that's developing rather than a pinball game in which there's ideas flying around the room. Anything that gives students a chance to write down some thinking before they have to speak is helpful. Make room for taking out a journal, a paper, a pencil, a pen. Make sure those little instances of writing are a regular feature of your class. We could have a message board that's live in class and students have to respond there. And then we could put that up on the screen and be praising a student for, wow, I really love this idea that you put out. Can you elaborate on that a little bit? So now someone who felt they needed the time to process, write it down, and didn't feel like they wanted to raise their hand in a spoken conversation, feels that their ideas are valued because they had a chance to think them through and write them first. When we recognize people have different ways of engaging and different ways of recharging their energy, that shows that we respect kids and we notice their differences. That makes it good for everyone in the whole class.